Batson Creek, Salcombe. So, nice area to park just in front of the recycling bins, which leads into the trailer car park. And then we need to get the boat just down through the parking area, and the slip is just beyond those inflatables. This is the first time out in Questa in Salcombe. It's 10 to 7 and we're looking for our top mooring. 164 Samsung helm, and the tide is still going out, but almost at low tide, which I think is 7 o'clock PM. Here we are, South Pool Creek, Salcombe. First thing in the morning, the sun's out. Currently breakfasting in the cockpit. It's my bacon going cold. Wow, it really is a beautiful day. Currently sailing on the jib alone. While Sam is doing some repairs. I'm not sure where the wind's coming from.
Dad?
Out to sea.
Let's drop it.
Yeah, drop it there. I want to see what's going on. I'll come and do the keel. I'll come and do it once you've gone. Just disappear. This is the video diary of Questa's first mooring, at its permanent trot mooring in Dartmouth, after its first sea voyage with ourselves from Salcombe to Dartmouth, which took 3.5 hours to Dartmouth and another hour to our mooring down up the river Dart. And this is Brett and Samuel signing off. Good night.
That was really creepy. That was really creepy.
Let's go. Looks as if we've had success. There is not much shine on the boat. Well, congratulations everybody, Samuel. Very little, if any, poop on the boat. Look at that. Just the boat. Well then, you may keep going.
Oh, we're just here now.
Yep, rafted alongside two sides.
Does that make it more bouncy?
Dartmouth Harbour. It's just a bit more, yeah. This is the slip down at Galton. It's quite nice. So it's 3 hours before, 2 hours after high tide, otherwise the slip dries out. Not big enough. £17, whatever it was, for launch and retrieve. So this is Jeff performing an overboard manoeuvre on a Hunter Liberty. He's now sheeting everything in tight. Okay. So you're going to sail downwind badly, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then turning at the last minute to bring the man overboard on the lee side. However, Jeff managed to hit the man overboard. Just gently heading up the Kingsbridge estuary from Salcombe. Past all these jolly nice boats on pontoons. I always remove the engine from the engine well, and I store it inside the heads in a bucket. Bit heavy, but doable. What do you think? Should we just go sailing tomorrow and not bother going to Dartmouth today because it's wet and rainy?
It's raining and Dad doesn't like the rain. He became a turtle a minute ago and retreated inside. I would also like to point out, I'm fully dressed and ready to go. Dad is in bed still.
A 2 kilowatt electric fan, which is connected via a LCD socket to the shore supply, which actually exits just there. Just what we also have is just here is a I think it's a whale pump, and behind there is a collapsible water tank which is filled from outside. There's a filler on the outside. That's operated by, it's marked as a spare. When you press it, pumps out there. That's how I do the washing. Not that I do that much washing. That pipe is led across here. We've got the AIS there. That's the 12 volt outlets for the boat. The nav kit that keeps the cabin lights on mast and anchor light, nav lights, all of which work. And here, that's where I keep fishing rod down there. On the navigation side, I've got a GPS map, Garmin 541S, with the display. Switch the navigation kit on. So that just switches on. What I've also got is Garmin GPS 72H. Now that one is connected to the DSC Simrad radio and the area, and then I'm going to do a bit of fishing, so I'm going to be choosing that, seeing what we get when we go out. What we also have is an Avtex, AIS, switch that on, and radio, Simrad DSC. It's also fitted with some USB ports and an ordinary 12 volt cigar lighter. And this one here is that's a 20 amp supply, and that's what I use to connect an inverter 12 volt to 240 volt, but also the 300 watt heater that works off the batteries. There are two 110 amp batteries located on the starboard side to help with weight distribution, and these pass through a 40 amp circuit breaker, and then eventually to the controller and two cut-off switches. One cut-off switch cuts off all power to the boat. The one on the right hand side cuts off power to everything else other than the solar panels and charging system. The depth sounder is mounted under that board at the bottom of the mast. It was a transom depth sounder, which is just mounted in a whole tube of silicone adhesive stuck on the inside of the boat, and then the mounting gently pressed in to avoid getting any bubbles, and that's where it's located. So without a hole going through the hole. The wire was actually from that transducer has been spliced. It was a transducer that came with this unit. It not only feeds depth into that unit, it also feeds the Navman depth sounder. And so in reality you get one transducer feeding both this unit and the Navman. That's the Raymarine ST 1000 Plus tiller pilot. Has the same problem they all do, being close to the engine, and the flux gate compass doesn't work well. There is actually a remote flux gate compass located inside, but that hasn't been connected yet. You have to take that unit apart, disconnect the compass inside, and then connect up the remote flux gate. The pivoting rod is held in place as normal with that clip, but in reality it's got a ring on top, and that means I can just insert it without fear of losing the rod, and I can do all that from the cockpit, and then later on I can insert that clip at the bottom. But that engages everything, and also that rod can't come out when the tiller's in place because it goes over the rod, and I find that's really useful, being able to hold that something positive and then slide it in from the top even when I'm on the water. It has two midship cleats, one either side, which are very convenient for mooring up single-handed when you arrive to your location. It's Friday morning on the probably 15th of September 2017. Even though the forecast is 15 with 17 knots of wind. Great little place to moor because the taxis are finished this time of the year. Along the pontoon, the big pontoon, Normandy. And those are the finger berths, which you can have up to 5.5 metre boats in there. And this gentleman in front of me is now washing down his vessel. It's getting up. There's some big hole in the back here. So guess what? I've got the sail cover off. I don't fancy going up on deck. I'm going to chicken down again. Where are we now, Sam?
Lincoln Marine.
His wife will have some reviews for you. It's been winched up on the dolly.